This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley and Marathon Sports. Coming at you from Manchester Invitational, this year's Meet Hub, brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. We have our large school girls race up in front of us, and what a race we are expecting. 13 different ranked teams on the girls' side of things from all around New England are here today. Champlain Valley's got to be the first team I talk about. Vermont's number one and currently ranked second in Northeast. Not the only Northeast ranked team though. Oyster River is New Hampshire's number one, and they're ranked fourth in the Northeast. Glastonbury, Connecticut is ranked number one in Connecticut. They're here as well. Hanover, which is New Hampshire's number two. Exeter, New Hampshire's number three. Pinkerton, New Hampshire's number four. Londonderry ranked number 7 in New Hampshire. And look out, they've got a freshman to watch as well. We'll hear more about that later. But before then, Bedford, number 8 in New Hampshire. Nashua North is ranked 10th. Elsewhere, we're also looking at U32 out of Vermont. They're ranked number 3 in Vermont, as well as actually Vermont's number 2. Essex is here, and Vermont's number 4, Mount Mansfield. Vermont's number 5, South Burlington. So a ton of ranked teams. This is going to be a great race. Another team worth giving a shout out to is Burnt Hills, Ballston Lake, from the New York region, I believe. So now we know the team battle is going to be pretty significant. Jimmy, who are we looking at individually?
All right, well, let's start off with Glastonbury's Brooke Strauss and Lauren Perrett. They're outstanding. Glastonbury is as good as any team here. You watch today. Hanover's Leah Perrett. She's won many state championships. She's there with Lila Muirhead. Oyster River's Mackenzie Cook, Haley Kavanaugh. They're here to prove a point today. They want, Champlain Valley. They want to show them who the best in New England is. CVU's Allison Goodell. She's the top returner, along with Lydia Donahue. Bedford's Makita Berry. I think she's going to be the top New Hampshire person today, and I also think she might be the top runner here today. U32 Ginger Long. Dover's Anique Poole, and she's got a great kick. You don't want to be around her. Exeter's Eli Cross. She's running that little Exeter team. That team right there is a nice sleeper that we all got to keep an eye on. Freshman Dutton from Londonderry. I guess she's the new thing. We gotta see what she puts out there today.
It should be a good day for it. In terms of competition, weather-wise, a little bit soggy here. We go weeks without rain, and of course, Manchester Invite. Let's get this course a little bit beat up. Brand new course this year, very similar to previous years, but a little bit of changes around these fields and up in the hills as well. Make sure it's a true 5K. Takes the athletes off of the pavement just a little bit more. And it avoids some of those mud areas too. So still a challenging course.
I definitely like it a lot better already. Just seeing what I'm seeing, because we are eliminating a lot of the pavement.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Champlain Valley, Oyster River, Glastonbury, and Hanover. Wow, there's some big. But Burnt Hill has always been a good team. So be careful. There could be another sleeper in here that we're missing.
I mean, you just mentioned 3 teams, each number 1 in their own state, and then it's kind of a Northeast battle. So we'll see how those teams respond to it. But every year Champlain Valley comes here from Vermont, and every year they show up well. So I expect them to be fully prepared for this race as we see our starter approaching the cone. So we're just moments away. But this should be a good one. Especially on the team side of things. Individually, I think, there's more of a question there, but we know who our top teams are here.
We want to know if you guys are ready.
I'm going with a new kid on the block, the soccer player, Makita Berry. Just got a hunch.
She's looked good so far, and you know what? Each race you're figuring it out more and more.
You guys better be loud.
And she doesn't look shy either.
No, she's a good runner. She's got speed, but don't cut out the Connecticut girls.
All right, flag and gun going up. And they're off. Your 2024 girls large school at Manchester Invite. They are coming at us up the hill. See if anyone wants to break out of this and get that early lead. Again, they start just sprinting up this hill, trying to get in front of the crowd. And we do have a leader, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Makita.
No surprise there.
Makita's all business today.
She won't be alone, though.
Leah Parade right there. She she's won some championships, so we'll see what happens. Not how you start, it's where you finish.
That's right. We'll see how we are 500 meters into the race.
All right, 600 meters in the large school girls race, 13 ranked schools.
This will be a battle. And Makita Berry,
Right
to the front.
Does she know who Brooke Strauss is?
I don't know. I don't think she cares.
Glastonbury. I don't think she cares either.
She hasn't seemed to worry about that yet this year. Why start now, right?
This has been her MO the whole season. New cross
Wow,
country.
look at that group behind them.
First time on Dairyfield course.
That's insane.
She's getting right after it.
Look at that. Look at that. Everybody right
giving
there.
chase.
Perriard, there's Cook.
Cumberland.
Glastonbury, there's
Long.
Cat.
Strauss hanging back. I think they respect this course right now.
Hanover has a punch through here.
Oyster River running smart again, hanging back a little bit. Don't forget Phillips Exeter.
Wow, that's a lot of girls.
13 ranked schools from all states across New England right here.
There's Keene. Keene girls are here, I guess.
All right, and with that,
North Middlesex.
send it to the mile mark.
We've got a lead pack here coming into the 1 mile. No one looking to break away. We had some early leads, but right now it's a group of them.
Pretty much all your favorites are right there.
Another thing worth noting is the Hanover team. They were looking strong 500 meters into it.
Look at Champlain.
There we go. 4 of them running all together.
4, where's their fifth? Fifth right there.
Oyster River has their 5 across though.
This is one of those races you could fall asleep and another team sneaks in. If Oyster River's looking at Champlain, Champlain's looking at Oyster River.
I mean, Oyster River's got 5, Hanover's got 5, Cumberland's got 5. Champlain Valley now has their 5. I just saw
so
5, 6, 7.
That's pretty far back.
Yeah.
The Champlain. So that fifth, 6th, and 7th got some work to do. They're going to win this race today.
Oyster River looking strong. Hanover was looking good. They're still looking good. They've dropped a little bit back though. Kind of showing as the race progresses just the strength and depth of Oyster River. We'll see if Champlain Valley will be able to kind of pass over Hanover.
Yeah, it's like, it's still popular being Oyster River, Hanover, Champlain Valley. But Champlain Valley's just got some work to do. There's going to be a little bit of displacement up there. But that, man, when you have 4 like that.
I tell you, look at the leaders too, and it's plural. It's a group. You've got 11 girls under that 6-minute mark where your leader was at 5:54. So that's 5-6 seconds that 11 girls are in the mix for, with Barry leading it at Bedford. Again, less experience in some of her competition, even as a junior. Got Brooke Strauss is up there with Glastonbury. She's a senior. She's going to look to threaten and challenge. Ginger Long from U32, we saw her have a good race last week, or U32 have a good race last week. Mackenzie Cook of Oyster River was in 4th as they passed. And again, all the 4 names I just said were 5:54 and change. So pretty strong race. We'll see how it goes up on top of the hill.
Here we go, lead cart. Runner's about to come into view. Last we knew was Makita Berry.
Big pack.
Sutherland.
Look at this pack. Here comes Strauss.
Strauss, I meant.
A lot more experience from Strauss than
this is
Makita
packed.
Berry. But let's see what happens. This is a
That's
pack.
tremendous pack at
Berry,
this point in the
Strauss,
race.
Long, Cook,
Kavanaugh.
Haley Kavanaugh, Needham's.
Let's go, CVU!
That's
Wow.
Needham's Greta Hammer. Framingham.
There's 6 in this lead pack.
That's La Maquina.
Perriard 9th.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was Surf. Next from Boston Lake. Vernon Hills, Boston Lake.
Hanover.
And another pack.
Look at the
Here comes
Champlain Valley. Oh.
There's 4. Oyster River's
comes
gonna
the
have to do
tidal
some
wave.
work. Oyster River's gonna have to do some
1,
work.
2, 3. Hanover's 3rd.
It's gonna be tight.
Hanover's 4th.
And with that, we gotta go to
we
the
gotta
2-mile
go.
mark.
That's crazy.
Here comes Brooke Strauss. She was even with Makita Berry.
Ooh, a little slip there, but regained her footing quick and on her way.
And that's Needham's Hammer in 2nd.
2nd place.
So the
These
first
two-
foray up here, those 2 are flying
They're
right now.
stretching away right
They
now.
went through in about
We
12:30.
got 3rd coming around the corner. Looks like Barry.
Here comes Barry.
There's Miss Edmond right there.
Daughter's racing today.
Vermont fame. Casey Edmond, that is. Her daughter's in this race.
There's still time for Barry. Still time for Barry, but here comes the two-headed monster of Oyster River, Kavanaugh and Cook, looking very comfortable.
Yep,
We'll see what they can pull this last mile.
They enjoy being there together.
Hanover first and second.
I'm guessing that's Edmond, young Edmond right there.
Yep, young Edmond right there. Runs like her mother.
Yard.
Champlain Valley's top 4. Oyster River's third. Framingham coming through.
Oyster River can stick them in here.
There's Oyster River's 4th and 5th.
Yeah, right now.
Oyster River's 4th and 5th, right behind Champlain Valley's 4th.
As long as they hang on, they're going to be good.
And here we go. Like Exeter's top 2, Eli Cross.
Another Hanover.
That's Hanover's 3rd. Cumberland has a crowd here.
They do. Here's Mansfield coming again.
Another Mount Mansfield.
There's another Cumberland.
1, 2, 3, 4. Threatening. They're going to be threatening.
We just
Give you
said
some team
Pinkerton's
scores as soon
one,
as
I
we
think.
get it. Looks like Cumberland may have moved up into second. We'll see. Spode went from U32.
There we go. We got this.
Younger Kavanaugh.
Yeah, we've got. She's in 6th, right in front of
Champlain Valley's 5th.
That can be big.
These
She
are
stays
2
up.
ranked schools in the Northeast, Mike.
I know.
Ranked
What,
schools in the
second and
Northeast.
4th?
Battling it out. Help
I
here in
don't know.
Manchester.
Awesome. That's all of Oyster
Cumberland's
River. All of
5th, I
Oyster
believe.
River's through.
Oyster River
Big
just
team.
has a team.
They do have a team.
They know how to run this course. I noticed they were hanging back that first part of the race today.
Absolutely.
And here we go. We're
I'm
still
impressed
here.
at their maturation. They were really good last year, but this year, like, it's another level, and that's huge.
Got to credit the coach a little bit there, too.
I will.
think.
I will.
The coaching staff. They have a great
Absolutely.
staff there now.
Yep.
Londonderry, remember we were watching Londonderry.
Yes.
I will say Londonderry ran 2 of their top freshmen that might even be in their varsity. They ran them in the freshman race today. So
Yep.
we're watching
Yep.
that. Londonderry boys did the same thing. There's Concord's first.
I always question that as a move, but to me, I think if they're going to be in the varsity, they see the whole course under race conditions. I think that's important.
Sarah, the big
It's all
They have
different.
different ideas.
Get some people, Sarah. Get them.
We all know that's Ian French's
We all know that's Ian French.
voice. There we go. Right now, Oyster River, according to the second mile, has a
Get
nice
Dover.
27-point lead. Hanover's
Another
3rd,
Dover
Cumberland
coming
moving up
through.
to. This is going to be tight, but right now, Oyster River's in command.
Looks that way. And they know this course well, too.
And keep in mind, they're coming off the new section of the course where they've done about 50 to 70 meters in the woods, and then they have a
And I'm
free
going to call
fall.
it mostly flat. Like
That's a
you
little
got
rolling, yeah,
A little
mostly
rolling,
flat,
but you
yeah.
get a lot more
They don't-
time to get your legs and lungs back under you before you hit that downhill.
They don't gain a lot of elevation
Nope,
back there.
nope. And so they just get a few more, probably 30 more seconds to breathe.
Again, credit to John
Millennium
Warner,
Running,
Millennium Running, and the
this
couple of
straightened
famous
out.
members of the cross-country committee that collaborated on it, and they had to do something. So here we are.
You know, and people that might be a little upset that they feel that there's been a major course change. When I ran here in high school, it's
Nothing you
totally
can do.
different than when it was then.
Nothing we can do about
There's
it.
nothing you can do. It's, you know, there's a
Fishing
lot more
curtain.
pavement than there ever used to be, too. So there's lots of.
It's actually
lots of
less
things.
now because they're
Less
cutting
now,
the corners,
yeah,
which is
absolutely.
great. They cut some of the pavement out. It's actually really nice. I think it's
But I mean, some people be like, well, you changed the course. Well, the course was changing underfoot anyways. It was becoming more and more, you know, the
It's less
tennis
of a
court
road
pavement.
course.
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
That's what the Mainers would call them, our Maynard buddies. It's a road course.
Road course.
Yeah. Not anymore. I mean, this is a very fair cross-country course.
I would say so.
The second half, oh my goodness, that second mile. That's
Yep.
where champions are made. Is the second mile. It's not the first.
No. Not generally, unless you're Ruth White.
Right. So with that, well, we have another pack coming through, Mike.
We'll get them.
Yep, rolling through. Bedford, Concord, Portsmouth,
New uniforms for Concord this year. Hard to pick up at first.
Framingham, Winnicott, Keene, South Burlington. I just love the out-of-state stuff. Seeing
Yeah, I
different
never-
uniforms here
yeah.
is so important.
A big slug of South Burlington, I might add, coming through. Couple of Alverns.
Yeah,
Almost look like sisters.
might be. We'll check the results.
Yeah, exactly.
And with that, we'll send it down to the finish.
Coming around the corner now behind the cart, that's Brooke Strauss of Glastonbury. She's going to go ahead and take this. Work goes downhills from the 2 mile, has extended that lead as we see the senior
Here she comes.
on the finishing stretch all alone. Boy, what outstanding time this is going to be today.
This is our champion girls.
Nice job.
Well done.
Under 18.
Again, that's Brooke Strauss.
Brooke Strauss from Glastonbury, Connecticut. Our champion with a great time.
Second
today.
place not in sight yet, but I have a feeling I know who it is, Jimmy. And I think it's someone we failed to mention earlier.
Yeah, Greta Hammer.
From Needham, now on the finishing straight.
I apologize because her dad was my teammate at UNH, and he was an absolute stud.
Oh, and we know she's strong.
1 mile and spread out to 2, but the last mile for Strauss was just
So no surprise having her up in the front mix.
Greta Hammer finished in second place.
You see third now, Bedford. That's Makita Berry.
This will be our top New Hampshire runner today.
You see Oyster River with a pair. You got Haley Kavanaugh, Mackenzie Cook. Looks like they might get separated right there.
Oh, look at that
All right, Champlain Valley. Oyster River with 2, Champlain Valley now with 3 passed. We'll continue to watch that.
Oyster Rod, she had dropped back a little bit.
Oyster River's number 3, Champlain Valley's number 4. What we saw at the 1 mile was we needed Champlain Valley's number 5. And here we go. Looks like a couple more from Oyster River. As we shift our focus to that team battle. So Oyster River now with 5 across.
Looks like Oyster River's going to take this. Way too much in displacement right now for Champlain Valley to make that out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we had seen at the 1 mile. You know, 2 mile, it looked like it could have been a little bit closer. But
It's a big win for Oyster River today.
absolutely.
Real big.
I mean, you know, you come in expected to do well. Number 1 in the state, number 4 in the Northeast, and they just took down the second place team in the Northeast, Champlain Valley. So we see there number 5 and 6 for CV. Hanover had a pretty good day. Cumberland, Rhode Island looking good as well. Those teams up in that top 6 mix. Cumberland has their 5th cross. See number 6 as well for them. Hanover, that's their number 5, Oyster River. We saw another body of theirs for displacement. Same could be said about Hanover crossing and over there. Built Exeter, Champlain Valley. Got Essex. Right now, 4 teams with 5 athletes across. We're looking at Oyster River, Champlain Valley, Hanover, and Cumberland. Good racing happening this final stretch. Tell you though, Brooke Strauss.
She looked really good. That's a, like I say, this is basically a newer course. Still a lot of the parts of the old course are here, but it is a new course as far as I'm concerned. But 18, are you kidding me? That's a good one.
Again, perspective, Hammer, who's no slouch, 1901.
No.
Makita Berry, new to it, 1909. Then Kavanaugh and Cook, 1917, 1921. And Ferris for Hanover had a good day, 1922.
What is Hammer? Is she a sophomore this year?
I believe Hammer's a junior.
Junior.
So we'll have to make sure we don't miss her.
Yeah, we ain't going to miss her next year. I'm actually embarrassed I'm missing this year.
Again, last year she had a strong season. I think just so many quality teams here, so many quality individuals.
You do miss other people
gonna
from
happen.
other states.
Taking a look at the scores.
numbers, again, the numbers we say will continue to go up as more displacement happens for Oyster River right now in that top spot. We do expect them to stay there. They currently are sitting at 47, Champlain Valley 68, just to give you kind of a frame of reference for the gap. Oyster River, Champlain Valley will go 1-2. Hanover, I feel pretty comfortable saying, is number 3, Cumberland number 4. Right now they're separated by 16 points, so that could change. And you know, we were talking about Oyster River, kind of in between the mile and the finish, about Kavanaugh. She was looking pretty strong today. Again, strong runner. Usually comes on later in the season.
Yeah, she sure does. Like last year, she wasn't doing much at all in the beginning, but at the end of the season, she finished up really good.
Yeah, and I mean, her performance today, you know, that's showing definitely where she is at.
Mackenzie Cook, she showed some grit today. She battled right to the finish. You know, every point counts.
I tell you, Madeline Cook did pretty well as well, helping her team out. Let's go, Ryan. Again, looks like Oyster River's going to win this one. Champlain Valley second, Hanover third, Cumberland fourth. Fifth place right now looks like it's going to be Glastonbury, and sixth should belong to Phillips Exeter. Those should end up being secure in those spots. And as the majority of the girls have finished once again, this is the Hampshire Cross Country Powered by Runners Alley Marathon Sports. This has been your girls' large school race 2024 Manchester Invite.